You're tuned in to Real Ass Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. My name is Ken Miller, and the big chat tonight, we going to get these things going. We got James John, we got Jeff Carpenter from the Law Office of Carpenter Lynn, but we got a special guest. He will be at the Orlando Funny Bone this weekend, June 13th through the 15th. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. One show Thursday, two Friday, two Saturday. You can get your tickets at orlando.funnybone.com. Put your hands together for the legend himself, Marlon Wayans, my brother.
Come on, man.
How y'all doing? Now, I'm going to let the audience know we done talked 15 minutes before this. And these brothers is acting like this just started. We've been on for 12 minutes now.
Yeah, we have.
Marlon, man, thanks so much.
I done found out this brother's mama dead. I found out they all comics. I heard, I told you, it's time to hang up.
There you go. Well, thank you for being here, Marlon. We'll see y'all.
Yeah, we'll see you.
Thank you for coming,
We'll
man.
be at the Orlando Funny Bone.
There you go.
Marlon, man, we're so happy to have you, brother. Wokish, you know what it is. God Loves Me Now. Good Grief is out. Good Grief is #1 on Amazon Prime, I heard.
Yeah, it was. I don't know what it is now, but I remember when it was. But that's good. I mean, Fallout was #1, and they spent a lot of money on Fallout. So, the fact that I'm up there contending and competing, this is my 5th #1 special, if you include the headliners. So, and I already know what my next special is. I'm in it, and it's good. It's better than the one I just dropped. I'm just in this magical zone of. I was saying a few years ago, I was like, they don't even know what I am yet. They don't even know the monster that I am. They have no idea that I've been doing this since I was acting since I was 5 and learning how to act since I was 5. That I went to performing arts high school. That my brothers had years of fame. That that I've been famous since I was 19. I wrote my first movie at 19. I created my first show at 20, 22, and did 5 seasons. And then written and produced. It's all coming together, and it just takes a long time. What do you do with the guy that could do everything? Well, you let him do everything.
Amen.
The things that's happening right now, I'm telling you, I'm gonna be like no other. That's just my journey. I had a legendary journey as a kid. You can't take that experience from me. You can't take those things that I've learned from my brothers and my sisters. And I just go on a stage with a concept and I just work it out. And and over the course of time, I can, in my head, I can sequence the thoughts and the ideas and construction and voices. And every time I go, what's the concept that I'm working with? And then I go play until I figure it out. I'm basically rehearsing and writing in front of the audience. The audience is watching me literally write my set. I'm just sitting there and I'm playing, and I go up with a concept. It was like when Will slapped Chris, it hit him so hard. I had a whole special on it. And then as things happen to me and my parents are dying and, I got all these people dying, I'm like, I'm rescuing myself from the pain that I'm feeling, and I'm going on stage and I'm talking about it. I'm finding jokes about what's funny about it. And I'm just like, God's giving me this experience. And my mother told me, take my broken heart and turn it into art. So boom, I'm gonna do a whole special honoring my parents at the Apollo. And it's gonna be not just about them, but all the grief that I suffered and the world is suffering, because we all need to laugh again.
Amen.
So I'm not writing jokes. I have inspiration from God and stories and things and experience that I just tell the truth in a funny way. And so it's allowing me to go, I think, even, and then I have a skill set as far as an actor, and I have a skill set as far as doing characters and voices. And not many people have the all around, facilities like that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that I'm better than anybody. I'm just saying I have a crazy skill set, and I have the experience because I've been around here famous. Only thing is, I've been growing slowly in front of everybody's eyes, and it's hard to see for 30 years, 33 years. It's hard to see the maturity of even your children if you see them every day. It's a minute you go away and you come home, you're like, hey, you got big.
Yeah, right. Yep.
Bro, you got that. That's what's, it's divine timing. Everything is God. As I said, and God loves me, man. Everything is God, and I don't want what no other man has. I only want what God has in store for me. And the only thing that I can do is work to be my best self. Everybody nowadays want to be famous, microwave success. I want to be good.
Amen.
I want to be good. I want people to leave my shows like, yo, what is that? And I want the consistency to be like, no, I don't need to fall because I know where I'm going. I'm elevating. Y'all ain't even seen the best me yet. That's what's crazy.
Talk about
So
that.
everybody listen, James, I'll let you get your question. Everybody listen, June 13th to the 15th, Orlando Funny Bone, www.orlando.funnybone.com. Thursday through Saturday, 5 shows this weekend. Get your tickets. James, what you got, brother?
I just want to
Yeah,
say
y'all
this,
better come see me in the clubs because I'm going to theaters and stuff soon. I'm done smelling like French fries and hot wings.
Teriyaki barbecue.
Hey, I'm not mad at that, bro. I was going to ask you that a little bit later down the show, but I'm glad to see that. But I just wanted to say this, man. It's an honor to be here with you, and let me tell you why it is, man. I grew up with you. Meaning, when I was a kid watching comedy, whatnot, I was watching you, and to see your progression and all the things that you've done, the wonderful movies that are classics to our community, man. I just want to say it's refreshing and it's amazing to see you this humble and still hungry after all this time. I wanted to know, after all the things you've accomplished, what keeps you motivated in comedy and doing what you do?
I ain't there yet.
Okay.
I ain't peaked yet.
Okay.
Everything everybody saw it. I was learning for 30 years. I ain't peaked yet. My best years are ahead of me. You wait till you like me as a star, you like me as a young star. Wait till you see me as a superstar. Wait till you see when everything's put together. Now I can get the girl and save the day. I couldn't do that. I was too young. I looked too awkward and crazy, and all I cared about was tying myself in a knot and being crazy.
Yeah.
But I got this skill set of acting. I have the depth, and I've lost my parents, so there's some pain in there. And now my comedy is really coming from a place that's tethered to some real things. It ain't just me just going up there, hey man, you ever been Burger King and the line be long, so you look at no, I don't want to talk. You know Donald Trump is. I don't care about none of that. I care about what I'm going through, and that's all I want to write about. Because that's all that's really relatable, and that's evergreen. I'm trying to make classic materials that you could throw on when I'm dead, and you go, man, that's still relevant. So I'm not done yet, and the reason why people would have thought I've been gone, like them Wayans boys, they only after Keenan and Damon real, Marlon and Sean ain't gonna last. They been doing funny stuff here. They goofy, and right. But me and Sean, we were famous straight out of high school.
Yeah.
We didn't get those 20 years like my brothers got to develop as artists, right? My brothers were developed as artists. They were developed as visionaries, and they had a point of view before they even got the opportunity to be famous. Me and Sean was instantly famous. So you literally have watched us develop over 30 years. Yes. Now I'm ready for that guy. Now I'm ready to be that guy. I wasn't ready then. I'm God's journey, man. Because if I didn't go nowhere for 30 years, that means that these are my legend years, and all I'm going to do is secure everything that I've worked toward. Because I'm not going anywhere. I know what a bad script is. I know what a bad director is. So when I'm picking my projects, I'm like, nah, I ain't got enough budget for this type of movie. This director, I don't know if he's gonna be able to handle that. I need this co-star to be with me. I'm a lot smarter. Wisdom is everything. Experience is everything, right? Even with your deal making and things like that, I'm ready. It just takes time, and I'm so grateful to God that He allowed me to get to this age and still have all my facilities and look the best that I've been looking. Now I'm mature. I'm articulate. I know I'm appropriate. I know when to be what. I know how not to get y'all radio show canceled.
Thank you. Thank you for that, first off.
Hey,
I need my little job.
June 13th through June 15th, Orlando Funny Bone, Marlon Wayans, 5 shows. Doc, I'm curious, how do you feel now? Your show is syndicated, reruns like crazy, the Wayans brothers. Now a new generation is now watching your show. How do you feel about that, man?
I feel like that's dope. Wait till they get this new show that we come with. Wait till they get this new stuff we coming with. I'm glad that we've created classics. I'm very proud of that. But I feel like this generation has been stripped of comedy. And these executives nowadays don't know how to do comedy. And a lot of these, people don't have the skill set that we have. And we as a society have been taken out of comedy because we've been taken to this place where it's so toxic, like we can't laugh no more, right? People need to laugh. We need to get back to that wild, in living color, scary movie. Don't be a menace. We don't give an F. We laughing our way through life, and that's what right now. That's my purpose. That's what I'm drilling into. I'm drilling into the real oil, the valuable stuff, and that's why I'm laughing at the stuff that you ain't supposed to laugh at. Because joy is necessary.
Beautiful. We take the unfunny and make it funny. We take pain and make it into joy. That's the best part about what we get to do. It's a blessing, man. And instead of us trying to cancel it and quiet it and diminish it, we should be out here supporting it, man. Because if you stop laughing, you're gonna start crying. I just keep telling people that.
And you ain't lying.
Marlon, let me ask you a question. How long, we've talked about how you create on stage. How long do you have to work an hour before you know it's ready to be filmed?
When I ain't got no more to say about it. When I feel like I have every 5 minutes, I got a closer. So I like to shuffle my deck. I don't just go, oh yeah, it's dope. No. I shuffle the deck. Sometimes I like to start with my closing joke and follow myself. Like for me, it's a challenge that every 5 minutes I got a closer, I got a banger, I got something that you go, oh my God, like can you follow your best joke for the next hour? Right? I know that, and I know when the story's complete. I know when I'm getting stand ovations on Friday night, second show, and they tired, but they love what you said so much that it wasn't just the jokes. Because I think people can laugh real hard for 45 minutes, or 40 minutes, then they need a break, right? I like to beat you into submission the first 25 minutes of my act, first 40 minutes. Now I could give you a little bit of spirit. I could give you, now you listening. Now I'm going to tell you some stories. Let me take you on a journey. Let me wrap this up with a bow. But that's my rhythm. What I love about where I'm at right now is I ain't trying to be nobody else. I'm creating my own structure, right? And it's over time. It's like you watch the masters and you appreciate what they do great. And it's like with acting, you try this method, Stanislavski, all these different methods. And then you go, I have my own method of how I do things. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm not trying to be nobody else. I have a structure that's different than everybody. I did 2 specials about one topic.
Bro,
really
2 topics,
bro.
Yeah,
I did the whole Chris Rock, Will Smith thing, and it wasn't even about them. And it was enjoyable, and you didn't get tired of it because it just was like, watching this Rubik's Cube go around. You got one side, now you got to dismantle that. Now you got to get the second side. Now you got to get the third side, so you got to dismantle the first and the second. It's a lot that goes into this, and I can't tell you how to do it. It's just I could tell you through my experience of my 30 years or 33 years in this business in my 52 years of studying comedy. Me and Sean used to sit in the bed and watch Abbott and Costello, Honeymooners, Three Stooges. Like, I can't tell you how my journey has crafted me to be something different. My brothers and my sisters growing up around on the set of A Living Color. Do you understand that God has put me in a place, and it's magical to finally see, I see why he did it. Nice. Now, and it's not even about this career, because I still look at my legacy, the Wayans legacy, and I'm going, I'm only going to be Marlon, because everybody going to know what the hell Wayans is.
That's right, man. That's right.
Well, Marlon, man, thank you so much, brother. June 13th to June 15th, Orlando Funny Bone 5.
Y'all come out, come watch me work. I would love nothing more.
I'll definitely be there Thursday, man. But before I let you go, I have to tell you a story, man. I'm married because of you, brother. I actually,
what I do?
Your niece Shantae is a friend of mine. I came to see Shantae open for you about 9 or 10 years ago at the Orlando Improv. Yeah. And I went downtown to a little outdoor bar, and I met my wife that night.
Oh, beautiful. That's beautiful. Well, come see this show.
Yeah, he told her he was Marlon Wayans.
I said, Marlon Wayans. Marlon, brother. Hey, Marlon, we love you, Marlon, hilarious. Man. We love you, my friend. We
love you, brother.
This weekend, June 13th to 15, Orlando Funny Bone. Marlon,
come out, and I want you to tell people what you thought of the show. Like, yes, and I remember I just shot a special in November.
So this all new. All this stuff brand new. It's gonna be brand new stuff.
Bro,
man.
Come on.
We got to go, baby. We got to go. Marlon Wayans, you have a good one, bro. Thanks for y'all listening. This Real Radio 104.1 commercial break. We'll be right back, family.
Peace.
Hey, Marlon.
Thank you, brothers.
Thank
Appreciate
you, man.
Thank you,
so much, man.
Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. I'm Ken Miller and the Big Chair tonight. Guys, do us a favor. Go out and follow us, Real Labs on Facebook, Real Labs Radio on Instagram, Real Labs on YouTube. Also, if you want to hear these shows in podcast format, you got the you can go to iHeart, search Real Labs, man. 1,000 episodes. Go check us out. Shout out to Marlon Wayans, man. Appreciate you, my brother, for sitting in. June 13th through 15th, Orlando Funny Bone. www.orlando.funnybone.com. Thursday, 1 show, 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. Please go see that man.
Can I say something real quick about Marlon being on the show? First off,
spill it, girl.
Again, Marlon, thank you so much. And thank you for being so down to earth with us and just talking with us as real people, man. Not trying to be Hollywood or nothing, man. What a cool dude. But I want to say this, and I hope people took that away from what he was saying earlier, man. I just want to reiterate it. This brother has done everything. He has been on TV, his own show, in living color, countless movies, classics. And he says he's still not hit his peak. He's like, bro, nah, I'm just getting started now. You know, a lot of times, a lot of people can become complacent in what they do after 30 years of doing it. This brother's like, nah, he still got passion. That dude's still motivated and driven. He's already written his next special, and he just dropped one called Good Grief. Bro, I am so inspired and just happy to be able to talk with him like that. I was a fan before, but now I'm a super fan. I love his energy, bro.
I even got to drop a Men on Film Z-formation. You didn't even notice it. I said, you didn't notice my Zorro and Z-formation?
Just a cool dude, man. All the things that he's accomplished, he's like, man, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Good for him, bro. Good
for him, man. And it's crazy because I don't think I understand. Like, I really meant that. He's dropped 4 specials in like 5 years.
Yes.
I don't even think it's been 5 years. It might have been less than that. And ain't nobody done that but Chappelle.
That's right.
And y'all gotta understand, as a comic, coming up with an hour, 10 minutes, coming up with 5 minutes of material, okay. Coming up with 60 minutes of material. Dog, come on.
It's crazy.
Hey, hold on. We're doing that now.
No,
you don't. Yeah,
no,
but my material. I'm not putting that material into a set.
Let me say this. Yes,
he building a set.
Are we writing material every month? Yes. I don't want to take away from what we are doing, because the show that you came up with, Jeff, Off the Money, is a great exercise for us comedians writing brand new material. That is an amazing thing. What I'm talking about is this gentleman's writing a whole new 60 to make a special out of.
Yeah,
that's hard, because what it does, you got to write to 60, which is one thing. Don't get me wrong. Then you have to refine it, work it so much. You got
to take that joint to A rooms that people gonna pay $40 to see. That's crazy.
But you hear what he said, and he really said it. He goes, I work it. I work that bit. I beat it up until it's my closer.
Yes, he does. Yeah, until it's my closer. Yeah.
You know, and I Ken, I know you don't believe me, but last week, I know you pulled at least 5 that is usable. And if you clean it up, you touch it, you just don't like throw it, I'm done with it. I mean, I'm telling you, I'm listening to it. And I've seen some of the best comedians on the planet. I don't put myself anywhere near those categories, but I know when I hear something good. And I'm telling you, in the last 3 months, you have usable stuff. If you want to put it together.
Agreed.
Jeff, do you know why? Ask me why, Jeff.
Well, tell me why, Playa.
No, you gotta say why, Jeff. Say why, Ken.
I've never used Playa in my whole life until that moment.
You know why? No, say why Playa again.
Why Playa?
Because I'm that goddamn good, Jeff. You don't want I bring the llama out on these.
Not the llama on him, kid.
You better ask. You better ask about me.
But that's funny.
I'm with you, Jeff. I've downloaded all the videos. I have been going back looking at them, trying to. It's like, hey, because I will say this: when you're building a set quick, a lot of it is going to be hack. And for people who don't know what hack is, that's what it's just something a lot of comedians do. And it's funny because everything's pretty hack. We've all done it. It's been done. Somebody's done it before. You just took your variation and made it yours. But I do want to look through it and kind of figure out, okay, because I've really been trying to phase out. I really do. Like, my kid's grown. They ain't had a tooth fairy in 13 years.
That's
so
funny.
I really do want to start phasing it out. But James, you understand like me.
Mhm.
When you get comfortable and you get complacent and people love the set, you're like, well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I feel like cats like Marlon, famous comedians, they can change up because they're doing an A room and they're coming back every year. And they don't have a new art. Them people, they're super fans.
When they
I can
pay
go do Port Charlotte and get a different crowd every time.
Absolutely, yeah. But
time.
if you come to the town in Orlando and you're a fan, those same people coming back, so they're gonna expect a completely different show if they're gonna pay a whole new $40. So you're absolutely right.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, and I think this is from a different area.
Mhm.
Okay, I've written about 16 graphic novels and about 84 comic books.
Mhm.
You know the one I care about? My next one.
Yeah.
And that's when you want to be great at something, you don't, people come up to me and have me sign my first book. Oh, I love this, my favorite. And I'm like, oh, well, it's not mine.
Gotcha.
My favorite is the one I just finished, the one that I just love. And when he said he did his 5th special, he's not even thinking about that special 5 years. That's done. That sailed. Now I'm only as good as my next set.
Yeah, that's why my daughter's my favorite. Because she was my last one.
Yeah, it's funny. She was the last one. That's funny.
That's why. Thank you, Jeff.
There you go.
Think about it like that.
Who is Craig Robinson? Craig Robinson said, he goes, it's like choosing between my kids. I can do that.
We was like, yeah, we can.
I can do that.
Me and Jeff were like, yeah, we can.
Yeah, we can. I'm telling you right now, my daughter. In a second, boom.
Think about this, man. I know he was like, my writing process is I just throw it out there. Think about the movies. Think about the sitcoms. Think about that's some right. I don't think I understand what it goes into. Writing an action movie and writing a comedy.
Two different
Comedy's
things.
got to be harder.
Yes.
It's harder to make people. An action movie, cops come in, shooting out with the cops. When you're writing a comedy, bro,
different.
You got to figure out, because you got to make a comedy movie or a sitcom, you making millions of people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't doing you ain't doing the city. You ain't doing the little improv. No. You're on the big screen or you're on somebody's TV and you're making hundreds of thousands of millions. You got to figure out how to make millions of people laugh. And that's why I wanted to say, I wish he would have stayed on. We had more time because I really want to talk about the Wayans show. And we've had this conversation.
Yes.
It's still in syndication.
He didn't want to talk about it. Did you see his face? He didn't want to talk about it.
That's crazy.
No, it's not crazy because you see the look. He goes, he even called it the classics. Because he's talking about something that he did years ago that he doesn't even, that's so far back. I'm so far ahead of what I did back then. When I say to you about the first book and the last book, that's how this guy's processing it. That's how the guys at the top, the only people who go back and think about what they did 25 years ago are the people who haven't done anything better.
All right. Well, that's me.
No, that ain't so.
That is me. Now, I would be talking about if I had the Miller's show, the Miller's Brothers show, bro, I still be talking about it.
I'll be riding that right now.
Man, I'll be riding that thing out, son. Hey, but nah, it was dope interview, man. Shout out to Marlon, man. So make sure you guys go check him out this weekend, man. Marlon Wayans will be at the Orlando Funny Bone June 13th through June 14th. One show Thursday, 2 Friday. And it's early. Saturday got 6:30 and 9 p.m. So they trying to get y'all old people in the bed.
They getting the soft food for that 6:30.
Bro, hey, right.
So you don't have to chew too hard.
Hey, that 6:30 that 6:30 show all mashed potatoes, bro.
And peas. Mashed potatoes and peas,
bro.
But pea soup.
Man, so let's go and jump to a topic. Jeff, I need your legal advice.
Yeah, man.
Jeff,
always bet on black.
I need to know who paying for this, Jeff.
Everybody.
So,
the government.
The
Lumen, insurance companies.
I think it's Lumen has come out and they've laid fiber in our neighborhood.
All right.
They dug up my yard, and now there's a big mound of dirt in my yard, and it's just sitting there.
Oh,
Who
man.
pays for that?
They do.
And how do I go about getting them to come fix my grass?
You got to contact the city. Call the city attorney and say, listen, I'd call them first. And they go, well, here's where you file your claim. and you file it, the city's absolutely responsible. If they have the right of way to get on your property to do something, they get an easement for the utilities, but they got to put it back. So yeah, they're responsible. So contact the city and do that, man. I gotta tell you, I do too much. Too much. I was like, Sunday, I practicing law, writing comic books. I was working over my set again, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm 3 different people, man. I feel Haitian. Crazy.
Damn.
Yo, you many faces from He-Man.
That's funny. Many faces. That's so funny.
Hey, that his name? Hey, James, you hit the
many
dot
faces.
in the
Yep,
head
he switch around.
Yeah, that head spin.
Hey, so Jeff, so also too, if you represent me, right? I'm trying to do some illegal stuff.
Okay,
so
how about we not say it over the air?
Hey, dog. And when they was digging up, they killed my mama, son.
Oh my God, Ken.
So what can I get, Jeff?
I don't know, but I'll tell you what.
Put my mama ashes on top of the dirt mound in the front yard, Jeff. I got trauma. I got traumatization, bro.
I got traumatization. Well, your traumatization is limited to 200,000. All right.
Okay, cool. Can I get a
We'll
billboard?
take it.
That's a state attorney. That's a state case. Yeah. Man, everybody sees them billboards. They want checks.
Yo, I was talking with my neighbor though, Jeff, about it. We're joking about it, but I was talking about to my neighbor because it's mostly his yard. So they dug his yard up, but they put the dirt in my yard. So it's like a big mound of dirt. And I was like, bro, what you gonna do? He was like, man, I'm gonna call him up and be real Caucasian.
That is how you gonna? Excuse me, sir. I have seen that.
I just tripped on this mound, and my knee's bothering me.
He said, I need to be compensated. He said, you gotta use big words, Ken. I need to be compensated for the algorithm.
Oh wow, not the algorithm.
The algorithm.
Compensated for the algorithm. Man. So now I got this big James. Now I got this big. I'm talking about it's probably 2-3 feet tall.
And you headed the HOA. Somebody's gonna write you up,
bro. Jeff, you know how I feel about my grass.
I know you worked hard on your grass because I remember what it looked like when you first got that place. Bro, the grass was hurting.
I got that new grass because you know how it go. It go. Jesus, my grass and shine.
That's right.
Yeah,
okay. Jesus,
that's right.
My grass, my smoker.
Okay,
Sean, there you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Now your front yard looks like the beginning of Sanford and Son.
Right.
Hey,
my front yard look like Lot wife. When she turned around, it looked like a pile of salt out there, bro.
Funny out here, bro.
They done Old Testamented my yard, bro.
Now, what kind of wires they laid down, Ken?
So they're putting fiber in the neighborhood.
Fiber optics, okay.
Yeah, fiber optics. Make it a little fast, make the internet fair, because the company starts with an S is terrible. And James, you missed that whole joke. I did a whole joke about Spectrum.
Did you really?
Yeah,
okay, we ain't gonna say their name. The company that shall not be named. Okay, yeah.
So James, my concept Thursday was I did a company and then love a company.
Okay, I hate this company. I love this one.
F Spectrum, but I love Tubi.
Okay,
I was like F Aldi, but I love Public. So that was my whole 10 minutes.
That was your
and then I ended with since it was summertime vacation thing. I ended with the road trip with the kids.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. So Jeff, thank you, brother. I needed to know who I needed to call because me and my neighbor we really were talking about it. And I'm like, yo, who's gonna fix this? Who is supposed to pay for this?
Just left that dirt all out there and just left.
Just seriously, it's a big mound of dirt. And just sitting in the front yard, right next to the little green thing we used to sit on as kids.
Oh man, the green box.
The green box, yeah.
The one that's humming. The one you shouldn't be sitting on. That's why I can't have kids. Yeah, man.
Hey, James ain't sit on none of them. With that being said, we got to take a commercial break. We'll be right back. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1. Real Labs, Real Radio 104.1, your nightcap of comedy. I am Ken Miller in the big chair tonight. Don't be alarmed. James is here. I know y'all be like, why James ain't hosting? James is here. I just bogarted it tonight. But go out there and follow us, Real Labs, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Go to YouTube, search Real Labs. You can see these beautiful faces. And if you missed us, you can go to iHeart, search Real Labs, 1,000 plus episode.
Come on, bro.
You can be sitting at your desk listening, in your car listening. Shout out to everybody locked up that listen to us. Man, we appreciate y'all, baby. Thank y'all so much. When y'all hit me up, I put something on your book, baby. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little ramen noodle. Because everybody know. I used to thug back in the day. I'm a Christian now. Reformed, James. You know what I'm saying? So
used to kill lineages.
I whole lineage, bro. I done wiped out whole families, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who you think killed the dinosaurs? Come on,
bro.
This metal is the type in metal, and this is the miss metal.
Well, don't listen to Jeff. I choked the Tyrannosaurus Rex out, bro. I killed the dinosaurs.
Bro. I beat him in arm wrestling.
Hey, James, I was about to say I killed the Sagittarius. I meant the Stegosaurus.
Sagittarius with my algorithm.
No, I don't think they know, bro. Who you think James beat the Confederacy?
That was you.
I was in the Union. All of them.
The Union. He was like going, I ain't working. I only have to work 4 hours today.
Hey, I was the first person with a machine gun.
I know.
I wiped them out, James.
Ken, you was the first person on wax to say rat-a-tat-tat. That was you.
Except he did it like a llama.
Hey, who y'all think killed the Mayans? Me, son.
Yeah.
They was like 2021. Pop, pop, pop. I gave 2021 bullets, son.
Hey, Ken waited for them to make the calendar, and he said, on this day, I'm wiping y'all all out. He told him that.
James. For real. Hey, man. Hey, look, dog. You know God didn't flood the earth. That was me.
It was you?
I left my water running, killed everybody. I'll take your whole damn lineage out. Don't mess with me, son.
Ken is the reason that manatees are going extinct.
Bro,
they in danger.
I had a manatee steak this morning. I wish somebody say something. hey, Jeff, when the last time you seen a lightning bug? Killed all of them. I don't want no light. I want dark. Come on, B. Talk to them, James. They don't know me. They don't know game. I'm a stone cold killer, bro.
Stone cold, bro.
For real.
With his Dinobots. By himself. 2 guns, 1 bullet. Y'all don't know what's going on.
1 bullet.
Man.
Hey, bro. Jeff, this gonna hurt your feelings. Don't be upset with me. I killed Bruce Wayne's parents. Yeah. I shot both their asses. Come on, son. Don't mess with Ken Miller. I'm gangster, bro.
Hey, they didn't cut their grass. Okay.
Hey, that's what they did.
HOA.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look. I know y'all think Whitey Bulger was out. That was me, son. I'm the original Kenny Butterfuco. Y'all don't want it with me, cuz. I take out whole lineages, bro.
Kenny Butterfuco.
Talk to him, bro.
Bro, at the end of Sopranos, that was Ken who whacked him. That was Ken, man. Bro.
Tony had to get
He shot JR too.
Son, everybody know I killed JR, bro.
Everybody know that.
Everybody know that, bro. Hey, dog.
Oh my God, you stupid.
Y'all ain't got to watch the next episode. It was me. I pulled up with the llama, bro. Come on,
llama.
Man. I shot Reagan in the 80s.
That's
I was
funny.
I was 6.
Fun. You were 6.
I was 6. I done lived like 8 lives, bro. I was 6 years old. I was like, hey, Reagan, we need free lunch here in our school. Reagan was like, no.
Hey,
guess what we got the next year? Free lunch.
Free lunch. There you go. Hey, bro.
Square pizzas.
Osama.
Everybody.
Ken Miller.
Everybody know I killed Osama. Hey, I killed Osama bin Laden. Dropped him off in the Mandarin Trench with Megatron. I can't even get the joke out. I threw him in the same thing they put Megatron in, bro. Y'all don't want it with me. Come on,
my God, Ken, you a wild, sir.
So anybody out there needs somebody taken out, hit the kid up. I got you, B. I take out the whole lineage, bro. I don't care.
Son.
I don't care, B. Now that we done with that rant, James.
Hey,
we supposed to be talking about something.
Ken started diabetes. Like that was him, bro. Yes. Like, yeah.
Son, check this out. This how it started, B. It was 18 AD, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
18.
18 AD, right? So me and my homeboy, his name's Samson.
Yeah.
So Samson was hollering at Delilah. Now I had a thing for Delilah too.
Yeah,
know what I mean?
we all did.
But Samson stole Delilah. So you know what I did? Pop that diabetes in him. That's how he got weak. Y'all
That's
think
right.
it was the haircut? That was Ken Miller.
Hey, Hey,
Took his strength, bro.
he was looking for some applesauce.
Man, come on, B. I ain't having it, bro. Pumped him
Look,
in it. Hey, and guess what?
what?
Married Delilah, bro.
There you
Soon as
go.
Samson died.
Dang, bro. It's hard out here in these streets.
Thugging, B. That's what I do, son.
It's hard in Babylonia, bro.
You
They
know
don't
what
know.
I'm saying, bro? They already know what's up. Tower of Babel. Y'all know what's up. Hey. All y'all speaking different languages because of me. I knocked that down. That was
You
me,
did that?
son.
That was you, son?
Oh, come
Bruh.
on, B. I've been around for a minute, James.
He made the
I've been
tower
around.
lean.
So come on, B. I'm Old Testament old, bro.
That's funny. You look good for your age, bro. You doing
Thank
well.
you, man. Black don't crack, bro.
It don't. It
You know how
sure
we
don't,
do.
bro. Oh, bro.
All right, James, let's get to it. What were we going to talk about?
I got a question for you guys, man.
It's already gone. He's like, I got 2 minutes left.
I know,
Where you gonna
we've been
be?
wilding, bro. Y'all can't have me drinking on air. Y'all
After
know.
hearing Marlon speak, and I've been thinking about this when I was on my road trip and I was driving for 7 hours straight in the middle of the night. I had a lot of alone time because my man was sleeping. I started thinking about where I'm at in my career comedy wise and my age and what it means to be successful as a comedian today. My idea of what that is today is so different than when I first started.
100%.
When I first started,
100%.
Ken, I wanted to be a household name. I
100%.
wanted to be famous. I wanted to be rich. I wanted a big house, big cars, and all those things that I think success looks like. And I gotta be honest with you guys. Last year, I made the most money I've ever made in my entire life. And that didn't make me happy. That wasn't what made me feel content in my life, man. And I found something out. Since I lost my job, I've been the happiest I've been in a very long time.
That is
And
James.
bro, I
laid
figured something out, and it took
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah.
Money is not the thing that's gonna make you happy. Your mental health is one of the biggest things in the world. If you go to a job that you make six figures at, but you hate that job, you're going to be miserable. You are going to be unhappy. It's going to spill over until your other relationships that you have because you are unhappy inside. I have been the happiest I've been in a long time, making less money than I've made in a long time, and I'm happy, y'all. I don't need to be famous. When I get on that stage and I make those people that are there laugh and tell me, "Oh my God, I needed that," I feel good. My idea of success now is just let me pay my bills, let me live in a way that's not extravagant, where if I ain't got it, I don't try to buy it. I try to save my pennies that I get, and I'm blessed to have them. I'm not complaining, but I don't drive a fancy car. I don't have the hugest house, but damn it, I am happy with my wife, man, and my kids and my family and the people that I call friends. I'm the happiest I've been in a long time, man. So I just want to ask you guys, what does it mean to be successful as a comedian to you guys today? And has that changed?
And James, I just want to say you can thank me
Okay.
because I invented happiness.
Okay, bro. Thank you, kid. I appreciate that, bro.
Yes, in 1792, everybody was sad.
Hey, they had no happiness before 1792.
No happiness. That was
nobody was happy.
Nobody. That was all me. I invented it. But now I agree with you, man. I will say this. I say this a lot of times. When I got laid off, not going back to doing comedy full time was the dumbest thing I did because of the money.
Yes.
Because I couldn't support my family. I went broke. I almost lost my house. But I was happy.
Happy.
That's the crazy thing.
Happy.
I was like, I didn't have to answer to no boss except for the comedy clubs.
Yes.
I didn't have to get up early in the morning to go to a job that I couldn't. And I actually love my job. You know that, Jay. You know I love my job. I love my coworkers.
Yes.
So I actually really did love my job. But I'm with you. If I got to a point in comedy where I was making money, comedy, radio, if I could do comedy, radio, and our TV show.
Yes.
And that's it. If I could do that and make money to sustain, take care of my family, I'd be fine.
Amen.
I would be fine. I would be happy.
Amen.
But the way comedy pays, man, sometimes, I tell all these young comics, you don't have to struggle to anymore. That's the 80s of comedy. 80s people, they were sleeping in their cars. They had 47 roommates. Excuse me. Every 80s and 90s comic got some story of them being homeless.
Yes.
Not being in paper. I said, you ain't got to do that no more. You can work and still do stand up. And when I say still do stand up, you ain't even got to get on stage. You can put that right here. You can actually put it right here for the world to see.
Yes, you can.
They couldn't do that in 1989.
No, they couldn't.
So I mean, when I was just doing comedy, man, I was happy. But I'm happy when I know my family is well taken care of. My kids are good. My wife is good. You know, I'm happy hanging with y'all.
Absolutely.
When we have a good show, man, we talked about this last night, man, on the show last night, man. Me, Jeff, and the Russian, we were just at Corona. It was just us having a good time.
That's
you
it.
know what I mean? Like it just that makes me happy, man. So I'm so happy. I love you two brothers. I'm happy we met. You know, I could have probably never moved here to Orlando. I could have moved to New York and did comedy.
Yes.
You know, I'm happy that my path brought me to Orlando to do stand up, to start at the Altamont Springs at the Why Not Lounge.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm happy with my path of comedy, and I'm honest with you, man. I'm happy with where I'm at.
Yes,
I really am. If I could be Kevin Hart famous, I'll take it. But I'm also happy with also being booked 41, 42 weekends out of the year, because a lot of comedians aren't, man.
Amen.
But I ain't mean to take all the time, Jeff. So
no. I just want to ask you guys, like, Jeff, tell me. I know, and Jeff, I know it's a little different because right now you're working to get to a certain point, and you look like you're having a good time doing it. So tell me what comedy success means to you.
Well, I think it's any form of success. I think limiting it to comedy is, you know, you heard Marlon talk about the mountain, and some people aren't meant to climb mountains. Some people are happy on a certain level where they can breathe and they can appreciate things. People forget, if you want to think about the journey we're on, think of it like Everest. You got to go up. It's a 2-month process. You got to go to this portion. You got to stay here for 2 weeks. And then you got to learn how to breathe differently. And then you got to do everything else. Money is secondary to everything. And people are going to go, well, anybody can say that. No, people survive. There are people all over this planet that survive off a lot, survive off nothing. The question is that what do you want? I'll give you an example. Last night we got done with the show. I grabbed dinner. I had to write some stuff. I got to bed about 3:30, 4 o'clock. I was at the radio station at 6:30. I've had about maybe 3 hours today.
Got it.
And I was sitting here and Ken, you go, hey, guess what? We got Marlon Wayans on the show tonight. Do you know how I was able to talk to Marlon Wayans? Because I made myself available. You know, I fought the good fight. So you don't get to see the great things unless you're willing to climb the mountain.
Agreed.
And it's not about the money. The money, I've made a ridiculous amount of money and I've been the most miserable. But the more money you need, the more miserable you're going to become. People don't get that point. You know, when they go, oh, I want to make this much money. Well, guess what? The $25,000 job is going to make you happier than the $100,000 job.
That's a hard thing to get people to believe. That's a hard thing to get people to believe.
Yeah, it really does.
It really does. You're so right. You're so
because you can't go, well, this job doesn't make me happy. No, but it pays you.
It does.
That you sell your happiness for a price.
Yes.
You know, right. And that's like when Ken goes, I was happy as hell not working. I was like, oh, who that? I get it.
Yeah. Well,
but some people aren't built to do that, though.
They're not.
True. With that being said, bro, we done went overtime. We did like 18 minutes with Marlon, 14 the last one. We on 72 minutes on this one.
Well, we're gonna have to cut you killing everybody then.
How?
Hey, y'all do know I'm the first person to ever land on the moon.
You were.
I drove the Corolla. To the moon. Don't give me my props, man.
Hey,
Buzz,
that was the Miata.
Neil Armstrong, I slapped the hell out of both of them, bro.
Both of them, bro.
Miller first on the moon.
Hey,
right, we gotta get him out of here, James.
He the first one to drink Tang on the moon.
For real, bro. Y'all already know Kool-Aid on the moon. Hey, man. Hey, we can't even tell y'all what we at this weekend because we really overtime. But go see Marlon this weekend, June 13th, June 13th through the 15th, Orlando Funny Bone. 5 shows this weekend. Marlon Wayans, my brother, thank you for coming on our show. We appreciate that, man. I'm Ken Miller, Jeff Kaufman, James John. James, tell them what to do.
Take your ass to bed.
Good night. I'll kill your whole lineage.
That's how you end the show.